Poetry sound good? Poetry sound good?
This is great.
Matthew's going to do us some poetry. Matthew, everyone!
Good evening, how are we this morning? Good, excellent stuff. Happy Halloween, I suppose. I've got a 7-month-old at home, so anything sort of beats being at home. I've got a poem here anyway. I was thinking, what can I say to sort of introduce this poem? I thought, without sounding arrogant, it sort of explains itself really. So it's called The Devil's Concern. So here we are. Light. Okay. I'm in receipt of some correspondence. Don't consider this as simply nonsense. Don't be nonchalant or leave your negative comments. You can review them. These unambiguous teachings contain far more structure than your widely known religious preachings. It reads, "Hi there, I'm Satan. Pleased to meet you. I'm different to all of the scriptures. I'm far from evil. So I punish the bad. It's a just cause for the pain and force they've inflicted upon you people. A world of fire is what they desired, so I'm seeing true the life they aspired." Now, you've only ever heard one side of this story, me falling from heaven to end up in this dark place you see laid before me. The truth is, I was pushed. Let's clear up that Adam and Eve confusion. I wasn't tempting them to be pestiferous or monstrous. I wanted them being adventurous, to learn from their own mistakes without always being blameless. I wanted all things living to know they're alive, give them all the chance to honour their rights, and to understand how it feels to be contrite. I was never seeking the throne of your Lord. I just had some thoughts I wanted to put forward. I guess I did it badly. Sure, now I walk the fiery chasms within the earth's core. I got caught fighting for your freedom, and I'm considered a demon. All the wrongs you continue to commit are done in my name, looking for someone to point your finger at and place the blame. That's mankind, but you're far from kind, admit it. I'll continue to hold the apple. It's up to you if you choose to eat it. Knowledge is power, and if I hadn't tempted you with that, your world would be considerably different, and that's a fact. So, before you consider the profound impact that I've had, remember, I gave you the choice to choose, which before you lacked. I don't mean to be crass. Sure, the floor I walk is forged with blades and shattered glass, and from the walls falls blood as it pours from the ceiling, and aside from the squealing, it's really quite appealing. I get it. You're not tempted. This is the other side of eternal contentment, where the dark days replay over and over again, and each person's pain plays from one to the other and back again. It's really quite monotonous. So let's head back to my story. My upbringing wasn't ordinary, and in little light of sinning, I was one of the first beings, so I only had one person's word to believe in. I've lost my place now. Opposing the rules wasn't for us all, but I had my doubts, which we're all allowed. I believe in hate and immorality. That's classically why I remain alive, lurking in the shadows and out of sight, like a guilty conscience or your darkest secret. I'm what you desire, and even the most honest of you feel it. So before you label me a fiend in some folktale or fable, then fabricate some narrative about how I entice the light from the whites of your eyes at night, or how I might become blind by the divine right of some creator's light. Know this, I gave you all your happiness. I didn't restrict it. I allowed you to bend the rules a little, but it was you who got addicted. And it was I who wrote the guidelines, but it was you who sought out diamonds. I gave you the means to succeed, but you developed a lust for greed. I allowed you to know your rights. It was you who couldn't swallow your pride. I didn't give the sloth its envy, or force the weak towards their gluttony. I didn't lead the psychopath on the warpath. I just laid out a separate path. It's you who choose to do as you do. So hi there, I'm Satan. Pleased to meet you.